test.
Oh, we're testing them. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if any ladies and gentlemen are joining us this early, I guess you can enjoy this a little bit.
Just testing out the microphones.
Yeah, testing. Get a little bit of behind the scenes.
Yep. Testing out the mics. Test 1, 2, and 3.
Just making sure that the
turn off. Okay, and we're back. Test 1, 2, 3.
So now we tried something new.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if it works. We hope it does. I don't know. We want to tell a knock-knock joke, I guess.
Test 1, 2, and 3. And we're back. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
It's been a struggle, ladies and gentlemen, on trying to get these things to sound better.
For you at home.
Production quality. Yep. We want our production quality to be high here.
Test 1, 2, and 3.
At WVU Hockey. knew that. You did it.
Huh? Test 1, 2, 3. Test
Oh,
1, 2, and
boy.
3 again.
Here we go.
Third time's the charm.
I really wonder how many listeners we have this early on in the stream.
Couple.
Oh, we got 15. All right, hey guys, behind the scenes stuff. Some audio things. We're messing with the microphones a little bit, just to see if we can get things to be better. Did we fix it? Do we think we fixed it, guys?
Here, you listen to it, Joe.
Turn up the volume of the phone, so I can actually hear what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And it sounds pretty good. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3.
Okay, you see, that's not bad. That's not bad. Still could be better, but we can roll with that. we can roll with that.
Why don't we turn off the live stream chat?
I don't know.
I don't know why we don't do
I'm
that.
just reading the messages.
All right, now we need to And it is a beautiful Thursday night here in Morgantown, West Virginia for some Morgantown Ice Arena hockey. Now here tonight we have the West Virginia Mountaineers and Liberty University. Now we're going to send it down to ice level for the starting lineups. Well, the national anthem is over, and now it is time to play some hockey. We're going to jump into our starting lineups. Here we go. For West Virginia, we have forward number 7, Abigail Toledo, forward number 10, McKenna Kelly, number 26, Riley Mazer, and your defensive pair tonight, number 11, Robin Anderson, and number 38, Leah O'Donnell. Now for Liberty, you have forward number 17, Izzy Crossman, forward number 20, Rihanna Cruz, number 33, Kalissa Klein, and on your defensive pairing, number 47, Madison Natter, and number 37, Emma Piero. So, Ian, been a while.
Yes, it has, Richard. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Good.
Ready to watch some Division II female hockey here this evening. The West Virginia Mountaineers looking to close out the deal tonight and bring home another win.
Yep, first of 4 for these Lady Mountaineers here this weekend.
It's going to be a long weekend for them. And you're looking to get off to a hot start. I think they're going to do just that tonight. And we're going to get ready to get after the face-off.
Yep.
West Virginia just coming away from their bench. Got 20 minutes on the clock. First period. And Liberty making some noise. And out to the center comes Mazer for the face-off. Sticks her down. Puck is almost down. Not quite yet. I got ahead of myself
there. It is.
And there we go. Puck is down, and we are ready to play some hockey. Now this puck's going to be moved back into the defensive end for Liberty, and now knocked down for West Virginia. Coming after it is Anderson inside the corner. Sends it up along the boards. It's going to bounce around off a couple players. And here comes a backhand try.
Up high here for West Virginia.
Comes to the point, too hot to handle. That was Natter. And now it comes back down to the West Virginia end. They're going to fight for it down inside the corner. Anderson handled it cleanly, gets it up to Kelly, and it comes right back down towards Anderson. Now there's a puck battle along the boards.
Anderson there was able to clear that, get it up to Kelly.
Mazer through the middle. Wouldn't go. And now they're going to reset, recycle. Coming back down the ice the other way. This is Williams. Takes one in on goal, and that one will be the first registered save of the night for Armstrong.
So far, it's not quite the start the Mountaineers want, even though we're only a minute in. Liberty has been able to get pressure down low on the Mountaineers. They try to keep them up high and get some zone pressure here going forward here in the first period.
And down here, they're trying to fix the net. It might have come off its moorings just slightly just then. And the puck drop's going to be dropped again. Off to the left. Gathering it is Hewitt. Loses it, gets it to Patton. Patton through the middle. Sends this one down low. That'll go off the pad, and that will be the first registered save for Manzowicz.
Pretty easy one there for the goaltender.
And the Mountaineers going to regather, but that will be icing.
Yep, hopefully West Virginia here can win the face-off and get some pressure on, as they did, as you just mentioned, register their first shot on the board here this evening, so they'll look to build on that here.
Well, that's one thing I'd like to see a lot more out of this team, is a lot more in-zone time, taking a couple shots. You know, they don't necessarily have to be good shots. I just want to see them taking more shots.
Yeah, and I think you saw that in the last game they had against Brockport, where they were come away with it 2-1 victory.
And that was Walhoff that had it for a second along the half wall over here. Now O'Donnell fighting for it in the corner. This one comes back to the middle. Oh, almost a bad turnover there. That almost ended up in the hands of Brettel. Excuse me. Now down into the corner. O'Donnell fighting for it. Gonna try and chip this one out. They come right up back out to the top of the zone. Now comes down low. Inside the circles. Williams went after it for a second. This one bounces off the boards. They have it again, tried to take a shot. That one gets deflected and sent all the way down the length of the ice, and that will be icing. Lots of whistles here early to start the game.
Yep. Not the way West Virginia wanted to start this one, I'm sure, but still plenty of time left in this one. This one is, you got that starting pair back out on the ice here for West Virginia. Mazer in the face-off circle.
And here they go. That's going to be back to the point. Now they go point to point, looking for a shot. Fires one towards the other side. Another shot and a good save from Armstrong. That was Crossman, Izzy Crossman.
Job there by Armstrong. Just track that puck. Make sure she got the puck right in front of her. They will cover that one up for a whistle.
And now it's going to be tied up. It's center, brought in towards the middle, bounces around a little bit. Here's a backhand try. Now they're going to come in. Another shot on Armstrong. Save made and a bad rebound there. That almost was very dangerous.
Luckily for West Virginia, just bounced to the side of the net there. Took a West Virginia bounce there.
Down inside the corner, chipped along, fires a shot. That one goes wide. That one kind of landed in her lap.
West Virginia's got to clear this puck here.
That was Klein who took that last one. And she took another one as well. And now Liberty going to keep it inside the zone. Lindfeld tried to get after it. Now it comes down into the corner. Williams had it for a second, tried an odd angle shot. That didn't go. Roders tried to get to it. And now we got a whistle. I believe that's icing.
Yep.
And I would
will
say
be, so.
It's probably Rogers, not Rogers. But anyway, here we go. Lindfeld in the face-off circle.
So you got some tired legs here on the ice for the Mountaineers. So
Yeah, couldn't get a shift just then.
yeah, got to be able to kind of win the face-off here and get this puck cleared out and be able to get that change.
Up to the point. Here comes one through traffic, and Armstrong able to deal with it. was inside of her glove there, and thought maybe for a second that might break free. Very good job.
Good job, Armstrong, keeping that strong glove, being able to get that whistle and allowing teammates there to get the change and everything.
Especially in a situation with tired bodies like this, you have to have that tie up at center here. Bounces off the half wall. O'Donnell knocks this one in the head for Toledo. And now it comes back down into the corner. Liberty holding strong. That was Gracia who was fighting for it. Now back up to the point. Now along the half wall. Looking for a lane. Tried to get a deke, and here comes Kelly. Kelly coming in on a 2-on-1 potentially. And Toledo couldn't quite get on the horse to get down there quick enough. Anyway, you see one chance at one end, now you have a chance at the other end.
Yep.
Here they come. This is Walhoff with the puck. Fires a shot. That one goes off of Armstrong and into the other sided corner. Now Williams behind the net. Looking for an option. Still skating, looking, shooting, and that one will be saved. Goes back behind the net. Vortman. Over to Williams. Williams. Stick check from Mazer. Still going to hold on to it though. Cross ice pass. And oh, she's gonna lose her footing. And that was Duenas.
Mountaineers here trying to get this clear here and are unable to there.
And here's a shot and a good save from Armstrong. That was in between the circles there. And now West Virginia will get a change.
Yeah, but 5 minutes into this one, and we've basically spent all 5 minutes down here in the Mountaineers' defensive zone. Mountaineers here got to try to look to push something and get some sort of pressure going here on Liberty.
You just thought for a second there Kelly was going to take it down. You might have had a 2-on-1 opportunity. It didn't quite pan out that way. Now West Virginia has it in their defensive end still. This one bounces off the glass. And Quirin ran into it for a moment. And then it was Prasad. Now back to Patton, and they're going to get tangled up here. This puck's going to come free in the middle. Crossman had it for a second, fired one. Good save from Armstrong.
Dangerous rebound opportunity there. Armstrong tried to cover that one up. Puck was moving just a little bit quick. Bounced right off the pad and into the corner there.
And Liberty able to keep it in the zone quite well. Prasad goes off the boards back to Hewitt. And Missick was coming with a hard check, so that one will get airmailed. And the Mountaineers will go for a change. Patton, the one back on defense. That puck's going to come on in, and that will be icing.
Good opportunity now here for the Mountaineers. Liberty's got to keep the same bodies out here on the ice now with this icing, so they can win the face-off here and just try to get some momentum going here and make Liberty try to play some defense here. You never know what may happen.
Just got to get a quick shot off. Anyway, here's the face-off. This puck going to be lost by West Virginia. And Liberty bounces it through the neutral zone. They're coming in hard charging.
Try there by O'Donnell. Try to keep that one in the neutral zone.
Oh, Williams decline there. They almost connected. That was almost the first register of the game.
That one somehow stayed in the zone there.
Now back into the corner. It's O'Donnell. Tried to bank it off the boards. Too many sticks in the way. This one comes towards the middle. Toledo tried to go after it. Now the puck comes down. The fires a shot. Good glove save there from Armstrong. Williams with a high snapper.
Would have maybe liked Toledo there to maybe just try to poke check that puck out in the neutral zone there at the top and force Liberty to try to take it out and reset.
I think a lot of what's happening too is West Virginia is playing a lot of follow the leader, follow the puck, if you will. I think that they need to have defensive positions and need to stick to it, and then maybe you can get a couple more block shots.
Yeah.
And this puck's going to be sent down to the offensive zone for the Mountaineers. We're going to have a whistle. I believe that's icing. And yes, it will be. They're coming back.
Now, we will say, it is a young team out here for the Mountaineers this year, so, and we still are towards the beginning. I know we're reaching towards the middle, so it's starting to come together, but still new team, kind of first year playing together. There are going to be some hiccups and everything, so
just this team's main issue, in my opinion, is that you just give up too many shots on pretty much what is a night-to-night basis. But I think that they've started to get to a point now where they're figuring out what's wrong, and now they're trying to fix it.
Yeah. Young team, like I said, so it's just it's going to take a little bit more time to adjust than you may see other teams.
Almost a turnover there at the blue line, and it will be. This will be Gracia. Fired that one. And that one ended up back behind the net, now into the corner. Williams carrying. Skates into the middle. Looking for a lane, can't find one, continues to hold it, fires one odd angle shot, and a good save from Armstrong. This puck loose in the middle. Hewitt went after it. And now Williams clearing. They're banging off each other into the boards. This puck loose in front again. That one's going to go back down to the far right side. Now it's going to be chipped along the boards. Here comes Prasad looking to break out. Caught up to, tangled, and that'll be a turnover. Liberty, odd angle. Trying the wraparound try, and that's
good save there by Armstrong. Get down there, the butterfly, and get to the post and keep that puck out.
That was
perfect execution there by Armstrong.
Really impressive goaltending. Now down inside the corner, Patton throws this one up to Kelly. Kelly, one of the fastest people on this team, McKenna Kelly. And now Hewitt going to dump this one down the length of the ice, and that will be icing. And the referee's going to go over to the bench and make sure that those who came off have to get back on the ice.
Tired legs here again for the Mountaineers. Feels like we've been saying that a lot. I'd like to see maybe they just, instead of just shooting it all the way down the ice, maybe just kind of dump it.
And when Hewitt was brought back onto the ice, she looked up at the ceiling as to say, oh my goodness. And now she will get a change. Goes to the bench. And this one's going to be airmailed.
Should be icing, yep.
And it will be. That was sent by FedEx Express all the way down here.
Yep. Good opportunity here. Almost halfway through the first period here, but Mountaineers trying to look to get something going offensively. Perfect opportunity here.
And O'Donnell fires that one down towards the corner. Now Mazur went after it. Going to be a turnover. Liberty coming with pace. It's going to be a 2-on-2 coming this way. They're going to come down in towards the corner. And now O'Donnell carries this one out. Chips it past the defender, and West Virginia going to go for a change. And now Liberty's going to send this one all the way down the ice. They're going to say no to icing. O'Donnell back behind the net, banks that one off the boards. Now over to Kelly. She stood up at the blue line. And now it gets dumped back in. Coming after it is Anderson. Now Querin chips this one out to Kelly, and here comes McKenna Kelly. As always, skates into the middle, fires one up top, and that one just misses high. Now down into the corner. Looking for a lane. Puck's going to continue to bounce around. Holding onto it was Natter for a second, and now West Virginia sends this one towards the net.
Yeah, you're seeing a snippet, though, here of, like, what we want to see, though, out of those Mountaineers there is just those kind of those quick shots and that pressure.
That was blocked. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, you're good, but we just want it. That's kind of what we wanted to see down at the other end, that forecheck and that just pressure down there. Didn't last very long, so if they can just sustain that a little longer, good things will happen here for the Mountaineers going forward in this game.
This puck comes down into the corner, breaks free, goes to Knapp. Knapp was fighting for it for a second, and we're going to get a whistle here. And what might this be? And it might have been an offside.
Appears to be the call. I don't see anyone heading to the box or anything, so.
Yeah, and they're going to have it at the face-off dot just outside the zone. So yes, that was Offside on Liberty. So now this puck going to get come free. Anderson's going to be the first one to jump on top of it. Now it's going to go towards the boards. And O'Donnell going to hit this one ahead. They're going to fight to go down after this one.
Going to die there, so no icing.
Now here is Donovan. Fires one in on goal, and that will be paddled down by Armstrong. Now Toledo tried to send it towards the middle. No, Liberty has it in the neutral zone. Waiting. Sends this one through. That's going to be a good forward pass to Grazia. Oh, that was Williams, excuse me. And that one's going to be shot and deflected up into the netting. It's those names with the 4 on the end, and if you don't see the other number is very important, guys.
Yep. But anyway, it's even Mountaineers' defense has been getting better though as this game has come along. As you see, they're not down as much down low anymore. It's more up high. Still in the zone, but it is up. They're keeping them up higher more than they were to begin this game.
Well, the thing that kind of concerns me is that we've only registered 1 shot so far. West Virginia has only registered 1 shot.
Yeah, it's 10-1 Liberty.
And that 1 shot was a dribbler that kind of came in from the neutral zone. That's going to be offside. But I think West Virginia just needs to get more pucks towards the net. Because once you get pucks on net, good things happen. You know, weird bounces happen. We've seen in women's games a lot this year. Those weird bounces, you know, goes off the goaltender's pad, off their inner thigh, and into the goal. It's happened a couple times this season.
Fortunately, it just seems to always happen against these Lady Mountaineers here.
And that's going to go all the way down for icing.
So bring it down now all the way to the other end of the ice. But going back to your point there, is you kind of saw that, like I was saying, in that snippet that we saw that having pressure.
Yeah.
They might have had like a shot block and a shot go wide or whatever. But that's kind of what we want to see is those type of shots, and eventually one's going to find the back of the net.
And this puck gets lifted way up in the air. Brought down by Patton, sent towards the Liberty bench. They got to be careful. That was almost the too many men. And now Hewitt gonna fire this one in on goal. And that one's going to be a good save. Back to the point. Patton shuffles this one across. That one will be intercepted. And now gotten by Kelly. Kelly backhands it towards the middle. Turned over again. Mountaineers really fighting here. Patton fires one in on goal, and that's going to be a good save from Mazowitz.
No one was there for trying to that rebound for the Mountaineers, but I mean, honestly, that's literally what we've been talking about, is that's what we want to see.
Yeah, that was a very good shift there from the Mountaineers. But here comes Liberty in a 2-on-1 situation. They're going to come down low, fires a shot on goal, and a good save from Armstrong. That was Donovan who ripped that one home. Now back up to the point. This one gets shot wide. Down into the corner. Gaudy after it.
Luckily that shot there went a little wide there because it looked like Armstrong might have been screened a little bit. He was a little bit out of position on that one.
And here comes, working on it is Donovan again. Back behind the net. Looking for options in front. Sends a centering pass and no one was home, thankfully, and this one's going to go all the way down the ice.
Going to make a couple changes here for West Virginia.
And now Liberty carries this one in. Bounces off the wall. It's Gracia again. Now it bounces along the walls. It was Vortman. Vortman on it again. This one gets deflected back into the Mountaineers' end. Toledo tries to get it out. Bounces off of Hewitt's skates. And now here's going to be a good shot here and a good save. Good shot, better save. Rebound opportunity. And Bettle could not bury it. Now Liberty looking threatening here. Vortman.
Armstrong there having to dive. Good job by the West Virginia defense. Just
Battle tried, and it goes off the side of the net. That was almost dangerous. Vortman fires one. That goes into the corner. Mormon. Back over to Fruitman, who fires a shot and scores. That was Brooklyn Vortman. Puts that one upstairs where Mama hides the cookies. And it is 1-0 Liberty University. And a good shot. It was an interesting sequence.
It's unfortunate, but kind of saw that one coming a little bit there for the Mountaineers. Just allowing too many shots here, too much. Liberty's just spent too much time down in the defensive zone here for the Mountaineers.
Well, it all starts on that blocker save that Armstrong had. The rebound came out, and then it was just a lot of movement and a really good shot. But we reset, 5:20 to go. It's 1-0 Liberty. And now this puck bounces off the half wall, and this will come all the way down. They're going to call icing. No, they will not. The arm of the referee was up for a second. Now Kelly sends this one across. That's for Quirin. Quirin dumped it into the corner. Comes off the half wall. Back behind the net now. Looking to make some moves. And here comes Crossman with it. Crossman sends this one in towards the middle. That's going to be intercepted. It bounced off of a stick along the boards there for a second. Now this puck goes down into the corner. O'Donnell fighting for it. Backhand try. And that'll be broken up. Good work from O'Donnell to send that one out of the zone and make Liberty have to backtrack. And here they come in the neutral zone. They're going to bring this one back down to West Virginia end. Into the corner, centering pass in front. That one doesn't go. It was intended for Rogers. Now O'Donnell has it once more. Flip this one all the way down the ice, and that will not be icing.
Apparently it was waved off.
It was waved off. The referee did have his arm up.
Yeah, I didn't even see. Must have been the ref there at the other end that waved that one off, because I didn't see the ref down closest to us wave it off.
And now there's a scrum in front of the bench.
Right there in front of the booth and Liberty's bench there.
Carrying it out to Williams. Williams still looking for it. Sends this one up to the defense. That's going to be ripping a pass and a shot, and it goes off the side of the net, and now the net's come off. And there's a West Virginia player also down on the ice over in there. And I know Williams was involved in that. A couple others took some other good shots. I know Gaudy had a chance, or Gaddy. Excuse me. And now the faceoff's going to come outside of the zone in this 1-0 game. Now the puck bounces towards the bench. O'Donnell sends this one in deep. Kelly chasing after it in a race with Devens. Duenas. And now here comes Liberty. Hard charging with a shot. Good save from Armstrong. Rebound try. And that was Gaddy and Gracia who were working the tag team effort there.
Job by Armstrong to get that initial save and then get that pad over there to the post there to be able to keep that rebound opportunity out of the back of the net there for Liberty. There's 1-0 deficit. Got to score a goal if you want to win the game. So.
And now Lidfeld. Face-off will be lost. This one's going to go down. They're not going to no icing there.
It's going to die there.
The referee waved it off before it even got close to down there. And now Liberty's going to be down low here in the corner. That was Bettle. Tried to get a centering pass opportunity. Now it's up in the air. She's going to come out in front. Backhand try. And a good save there. Or it might have gone wide. I think Armstrong got a piece of it, though. Verubman fires a shot. Good block in front. Now this one goes off the boards. Toledo missed it there. And now Lindfeld has it up through the middle. It's a 3-on-2 for West Virginia. And that puck gets dumped down into the corner. Toledo was going to be the third person on that 3-on-2.
Unable to keep it in there were the Mountaineers.
Now O'Donnell chips it up in the air, was able to hold possession of it. Brings it in, tries to fire one towards the net, and that'll go down into the corner, and West Virginia will go for a change. And here they come again. Rootman had it for a second, lost it, now O'Donnell. Sends this one along, goes off a Quirin's stick. Missick was fighting for it, down into the corner. O'Donnell chips this one ahead to Quirin, and now it comes back out to the point. This one's going to be chipped on net, and glove saved. And that was a really nice shot there from the top of the point from the assistant captain, Madison Natter. It is her senior season. Now goes to the other point, fires this one in through traffic. That got redirected off the post, and then another save from Armstrong. Puck still loose in front, and now Armstrong got to get her footing back. It comes back out to the top. Natter sends it across, and that was dangerous. That hit about 3 bodies before it hit the post.
Dangerous opportunity there for everyone that you do not like to see here if you're rooting for the Mountaineers. But luckily for them, it stayed out of the zone there.
Kelly chipped it ahead. We have 45 seconds left in the period. Liberty coming hard, charging. Crossman with it. Goes around. Still going around. Into the middle. Sends this one down low. That'll be turned over. Now it comes back. Fires a shot. Save made. Rebound comes out. And Armstrong was down on her side there for a second. That was scary. 20 seconds to go. And Liberty is pressuring hard. Crossman fighting for it in the corner. Hewitt had it for a second. She will end up with it. And the biscuit's going to go off the wall and go all the way down. And this one might be a whistle. And it will not be.
Waved off down there at the end as it just died there at the end. And that'll do it for the period.
Well, that'll do it, as you said. After one, West Virginia down to Liberty University, 1-0. We will be right back with your second period momentarily.
Another edition of the Mountaineer Puck Drop Preview here on the Mountaineer Hockey Network. Pleasant good evening. I'm Camden Bellotti, and joining me today, I caught her off guard, is number 26, the captain for the women's team, Miss Riley Mazer. Hi, Riley.
Hello.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Just living the dream, I guess.
Being sick and nervous at the same time?
No, none of that. Never.
Yeah. All right, well, let's start off. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Obviously, you wear number 26 if it wasn't evident enough behind you. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I've been playing hockey since I was 12, which is kind of late compared to other people. I've been skating since I was 12. I played my first season, right when I turned 13. So hockey hasn't really been in my life, like, compared to, like, a lot of the people that I've grown up with, as long. But the second I started skating, I was like, I want to do this as long as I can. Like, that was just that passion when I started playing. As Cam said, I'm 26. For Carl Hagelin, he played for the Penguins. I'm originally from Pittsburgh, so not that far from Morgantown. Both my parents went to school here, so I toured it, and I was like, I don't know. This is like a bigger school. I was looking at smaller schools before, and I was like, I'm not gonna like this. And then the second I stepped foot on campus, I'm like, oh, well, I guess I was wrong. So that's kind of why I'm here now. And obviously, I'm the captain for the women's team, and I'm also a sophomore. Um, and just living the dream, playing hockey, playing games. I would rather not do anything else than that.
Yeah, it seems like it. It's really great to have you. So let's talk about the season so far. What's it been like so far this season?
I think it's been kind of we have a really young team. That's evident. A lot of our seniors left, so kind of just getting into that swing with a lot of new players playing, and then also using some of the older girls that did end up staying because they obviously didn't age out. Using that and kind of just learning to play together, figuring out how everybody plays together. Um, I think it's been really nice though, having kind of a newer team to start up with that. It's really nice playing with people who come in, and kind of just having a fresh start with that. And I think we've been doing really well, considering how young our team is, as I mentioned before. And then using that to build cohesion with the new players and with the older players as well. And I think it's been fun. It's been great so far. And obviously, I'm looking forward to see what happens the rest of the season. And I have a lot of high hopes for this team right now.
Yeah, well, you kind of answered my question already, so I'm very mad that I sent you my questions ahead of time. But how did you find West Virginia hockey? How did you start here? What made you like want to do it?
Well, since I started playing, I knew that I wanted to play hockey in college, and obviously starting late, made me realize that I have to work really hard to catch up with the other girls that had been skating since they were like 5. Like all of the girls, that start were like right as soon as they could walk. Their parents like, "Yep, you're going on hockey skates." I didn't have that privilege. I grew up playing a bunch of other sports, probably every sport that you could name of, and I played soccer before I started playing hockey. So kind of just starting late like that, I was like, I know that I have to continue to work hard on and off the ice if I want to have a shot to play in college. And I was really fortunate enough to play for a team before I came to college, my 19U team in Pittsburgh. I had a lot of opportunities for scouts that came in and saw our tournaments, for people that reached out to me, people that I reached out to, and I had a lot of really good opportunities to go to great programs in the United States and near me in Pittsburgh, some in Michigan, one in Massachusetts. And like I said, I just wanted to continue my education and study. Right now I'm a coaching and performance science major, with exercise psych, so continue to further my education and also play in college. So just having both of those together was really important to me, um, and I obviously wanted to do both of them, for my entire college career. So like I said earlier, when I toured the school, um, obviously I wasn't touring any schools that didn't have a hockey team. So when I toured this school, I was like, I really like this campus. I could see myself here. And like I said before, both of my parents went here. So like the West Virginia etiquette was in my household growing up. So that was kind of also a deciding factor with that. And like I said, I've had a lot of family members that have come here. And as soon as I skated with the team, I was like, this is exactly where I need to be. I really like this environment. I like the school. I like the team. So why not just continue my education and play hockey for as long as I can here? So I'm really fortunate enough to be playing for a team and also going to school somewhere that I really enjoy.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll switch a little bit now. Obviously, you were voted the captain this year. We talked about it, one on one a little bit. What's that adjustment been like? And Sam helped me write this question, by the way. Uh, uh,
Oh my.
uh,
Well, obviously, as she knows, it's been kind of I don't want to say a jump because obviously, like everybody who comes in, wants to lead their team, wants their team to be the best that they can. I think coming in and being kind of more of a leader in that standpoint and having people respect me while also having a lot of fun, I wanted to balance that. And I think that being such a young captain is also kind of something that I needed to really sit and think about. And just realizing, yes, like I want people to respect me, but at the same time, we're all here to play in college. We want to still be having fun, but we also still want to have that serious aspect of wanting to win games and working hard and coming together as a team and all of that. So I think that just making sure that there's enough where people know that if they need anything, they can come to me, they can come to the other captains as well. And just make everybody feel like their opinions are valid, because I have obviously been on teams before. I know people who are on my team right now, other teammates have been on teams before where they feel like their voices don't matter. And I really think that that was one of the things that I was fortunate enough to have last season with my past captain. So I wanted to continue that and just continue to tell them that if they needed anything off the ice, on the ice, if they needed pointers, if they needed help with school, we were always there for them. And I think that just realizing that I kind of had to step up on the ice, off the ice, with everything, with responsibility to just be a captain. And I think that it's been really great. Honestly, I am so thankful that I was voted for the captain. Obviously, like that's amazing for doing something that I enjoy so much. I want nothing more than to just be like at that level, and I want people to have fun. I want people to work hard. I want people to win. I want to be there with my team when we win. And just I am just so beyond grateful to be the captain, and I cannot wait to see the rest of the season, and what happens even in the next years that I am also with this team. So
Well, speaking of that, let's head to this week. You got to see me 4 times this weekend. I bet you're really thrilled. You have 4 games. I know, it's really exciting.
I can't
Uh,
wait.
I know. Uh, 4 games on the docket, all at home. How do you prep for 4 different games in especially a short amount of time? 4 games in
Mhm.
4 days.
I think just making sure that we're showing up this week to practice our two-way slots, ready to work, ready to skate, tweaking the things that we know we need to fix in order to play a strong 4 games, and then continue that throughout the rest of the season. Having people come to practice and also to the games. Like I said, still willing to have fun, because when are you not having fun when you're playing? It's freaking hockey. When are you not having fun? Um, Still ready to have fun, but also ready to work and win and put all of your effort onto the ice. And I think that just making sure, obviously, that we're showing up, we're ready to work, ready to fix the things that we need to be fixed. And then also coming to the rink this weekend, focused, understanding what we have to do, understanding our rules on the ice, off the ice, having a good warm up on and off the ice, listening to what the coaches and the captains have to say in the locker room. And I think just being prepped to play. Like, honestly, it's, you can't really say anything else other than that. Like, you're ready to go or you're not. And I think that we're ready to go this weekend. And I think that all the hard work we've been putting off the ice is really going to pay off this weekend and later in the season. And I think that everything that we've been doing has sort of been showing up in each game a little bit more. Like, obviously, at the beginning of the season, when you're playing teams with new girls that you've never skated with before, never played before, it's a little bit rocky. But as our games have been going on, we have been improving so much. Our cohesion and the passes we've been making and the breakouts we've been making and the goals that the entire team has been scoring, it's just really great to see how much we're improving already in such a short time. And I think that as long as we keep showing up, ready to win, ready to play, having fun. I reiterated a lot, but hockey is my favorite thing in the world. So why would you not have fun? Like I said before, but I think as long as we just stay focused, play our game, play as a team, cheer for our teammates, don't get down on each other, work hard, then there's nothing else that we can do about it. And I think that we have been really proving to been working hard off the ice as it's been showing on the ice so far. Apartment.
All right, and then following up here, 3 of those games are at home. Or I'm sorry, all of them are home. And 3 of those games are conference games. How do you prepare for 3 major opponents in Pittsburgh, and RIT?
I think just making sure that we're showing up ready to go to each game. Um, I think sometimes when we think about like what's at stake, everybody who thinks about what's at stake, sometimes their game can get off. Just going in and understanding, yeah, this might be an important game. Obviously, it is an important game, but going in, working hard, um, and realizing it's just another hockey game. We know what we have to do. I say it to my team every game. We know what we have to do. We know how hard we can work. We know we can outskate the other team. So just go there, ready to work hard, remembering what we're doing in practice, remembering what we're doing in past games. And there's really nothing else to say. I think that I'm really confident that we can show up and work really hard, and then obviously beat these teams and continue to show up to the games the rest of the season and put forth that effort as we know how to do.
Oh, wow. You stumbled with your words there a little bit towards the end of that.
That is not true.
And finally, who are you looking forward to playing This is also from Sam, for the record.
No.
Oh yeah, this one's from Sam. Sam asks, who are you looking forward to playing the most the rest of the season if you haven't played them already, and why?
She knows the answer to this. I know she knows the answer to this. I am looking forward to playing Pitt because Pitt gave me a concussion and we lost 2 games, 2 tight games to Pitt. And I have been one, especially coming from Pittsburgh, me coming from Pittsburgh myself, and everybody's a Pitt fan there. Like, no, we need to go and play Pitt and beat Pitt. We were so close. All of our Pitt games last season, we were so close. And I just really, really want to come back and beat them. And I don't know. I think that there are a couple other girls from Pittsburgh on the team, so I hope that they're sharing my deep-rooted belief to beat them. But I don't know. I think that's one that I'm looking forward to playing. Rockport was another one because we played them when I came back last season after my concussion, and I had a couple goals. I don't know. I think RMU is always a good one. All the Pittsburgh ones I look forward to playing because like that's where I'm from. So like I kind of want to beat those teams. But like I think that the rest of the season, we have a lot of really good matchups. So I'm looking forward to pretty much to everybody, and it's always a good day when you're playing hockey. Mercyhurst too. I have a couple of friends on Mercyhurst, so that's always fun when you're playing against somebody you know.
Yeah, well, for sure. So that'll wrap it up for us here. You got 4 games at home, as we already discussed, and then Division Two also is in town after a rough weekend against Virginia Tech. They're going to play host to Central Michigan, so we'll see what they can do in a bounce-back game. For Riley, we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you.
And we welcome you back here in Morgantown Ice Arena for the second period of the West Virginia Mountaineers and Liberty University. And now here we go.
Yep.
Sticks are down. Getting ready for it, and we are underway.
Ice was tilted down this way last period. Let's hope it stays tilted down this way.
And now West Virginia carrying this one in quickly. Trying to get it through, fires a shot, that one gets kicked, save, rebound comes out in front for Kelly. Toledo had it for a second, lost it. Gaddy sends this one all the way up. Now it's going to be pulled back, fired a shot, and a good save there. And that was Donovan who ripped that one home. And it seems like that line is very profitable. Donovan, Gracia, and Gaddy for Liberty University.
Certainly have been saying their names quite a bit here this evening. So we'll get
the DGG line.
Yeah.
And all their numbers relatively close to each other, 11, 14, and 15. And now this puck gets sent up to the point. Down low now. Vortman has it, holds on to it. Tried to send it up to the point. That one got deflected. Didn't quite have the steam on it. Now it goes back along the wall and sent to the neutral zone. Natter sends that one across. Cross ice pass is attempted. That gets broken up, and then the turnover comes into the middle. And Liberty looking for a lane to shoot through. Now Vortman going to have it again. This one, this time it comes out, and West Virginia will clear all the way down the ice. That's going to register as a shot on goal. That came all the way down here, went in on goal. So that should be registered as West Virginia's 5th shot of the game. So now, here comes that line. One of the members, Crossman, looking, still holding on to it, sends it up to the point. That's for Duenes. That one's sent wide. Now back towards the middle. Bounced around a little bit. Goes back down inside the corner. West Virginia trying to get this out of here. And now it's going to be a cross ice pass, and hustling after it is Kelly. Couldn't quite get there fast enough. And Duenas had it for a second. Now we got a whistle.
We're going to have first penalty here of the night. Fortunately, it appears like it's going against the Mountaineers. And it is going against number 10, McKenna Kelly.
Oh boy.
Appear to be for a hook. Wait to see if we can get the official word here for you.
It appeared the referee signaled holding.
Is it holding or hooking?
It looked like holding to me. And they're going to call hooking. You were correct.
Hooking, yep.
Hey, from a distance, those calls look very similar.
Yep.
So, West Virginia going to be on the penalty kill for the first time tonight. This will be the first opportunity either team has had on the power play. And West Virginia was making a late change there and brought Toledo on. Now the penalty kill. And O'Donnell going to send this one up to the blue line. That one's going to be kept in by Walhoff. That one, a pass that was attempted, didn't quite go through. Now Klein had it for a second. Bounces up, top of the point. Vrootman. Over and across to Walhoff. Walhoff tries to get it down low. Rebound in front. And that puck will get cleared. And that'll waste some time here on this power play. About $1:30 to go.
Job there by the captain, Mazer. Being able to clear that one and try to get down to the other end to create some pressure there.
Oh, and Walhoff ripped one home and a good save from Armstrong. Almost a reactionary save there. Minute 19 left on the power play for Liberty University. It's got a nice ring to it, huh, Ian? Liberty University. Anyway, here's a shot. That one's going to be rebound. Loose puck, backhand try. Armstrong's down on the ice, and the puck's going to come free. That was lucky.
Yeah, I do not know how that one did find the back of the net, but...
Now, this one's going to get chipped down low back behind the net.
Some lucky bounces going the Mountaineers' way so far here this evening. Let's hope it continues.
So this one up to the point. That was for Natter. It was sent down low. Now picked up by Gracia. Gracia fires one in. That gets blocked.
Blocked out in front. Redirected to the corner there. Good job by the Mountaineers.
And that one came out to the point. Thrown into the corner. Now down low along the half wall. Into the corner. Now loose puck in front. And a good poke check from Armstrong there, and that one will be airmailed. 15 seconds to go on the power play.
A penalty kill there by the Mountaineers here so far with only 5 seconds to go.
And
they had that one dangerous opportunity, but knocked that one away and didn't really allow anything else.
Came back out to the neutral zone, and that'll be that. We're back to even strength. 5-on-5 hockey. Oh, a big shot there, and a good save from Armstrong. She was outstretched. Looked like Mrs. Incredible there for a second. And now this one. In the middle of the ice, this is Vortman. Vortman holding it. Still skating in with speed. Fires a shot on goal! And she will score! That was a beautiful, high pace, fast goal. And that'll be her second tally of the night. To make it 2-0.
Yep, just unfortunate for the Mountaineers here. Just unfortunate here for the Mountaineers. But you got to look on the positive. They're only down by 2. With plenty of time left to go here in this game here tonight. Just got to try to get some offensive zone pressure. And then just get shots on net.
And when you have someone like Brooklyn Vortman, you know she's fast. She came in, showed it there, went from left to right in front of the goal, across the crease, and put that one right in the back of the net.
Yeah, there was nothing Armstrong could do with that one.
No, she was coming in too fast, had too much speed. You pretty much knew what she was going to try to do, and I think that Armstrong also knew what she was going to try to do. It just didn't. She just couldn't quite get it done that time. But also at the same time, she's faced 29 shots tonight and only let up 2 goals. I think that's pretty good. Now this puck gets sent down the ice. That'll go wide of the net for icing.
Just went wide there. Goalie was hoping it was going to go wide. That did go wide. That might have had the chance to sneak in the back of the net there.
And Mansowich, not been very busy back here in the office. Only had to deal with 4 pucks so far from West Virginia. And this puck gets sent in. That gets deflected. West Virginia trying to move it. Now down low into the corner. They're going to hold on to it. Skates through the middle. Sends it up to the point. This one's loose in front, fires a shot, and a good save from Armstrong there. That one was headed for the corner, and that was another good shot from Gracia.
Good save. Armstrong held on to that one. Get the whistle, allow for both changes. Allow the Mountaineers here just get a breather and look to try to get something going here.
Now, one thing that is kind of good about the shots being so lopsided is that down at this end of the ice with your Liberty University goaltender, she's cold. Only had to deal with a couple pucks tonight. You start firing some shots at her, and, she hasn't seen much.
No.
So it could benefit West Virginia.
Basically almost been staying in the position she's in right now the entire night.
Which will mean if you get some shots on her, get her a little flustered maybe.
Yeah.
Now this puck goes down towards the corner. And we knew that coming into this game. West Virginia, not a very big high shot team. They take shots. They take them when they're good shots. And now West Virginia is still dealing with it in their defensive end.
That's the positive, though, for the Mountaineers, though, too, if you choose to look at it that way, is you look at they're not taking a ton of shots in these games. But a lot of the shots they do take, a couple of them are always going to find the back of the net.
And it also helps whenever the Mountaineers have such good goaltending, when you can give up 30 shots and only have 2 goals in the second period. 13:15 to go here. And now this puck's going to come all the way back down into Liberty's end. They're going to reset, reuse, and recycle. Rogers, cross-ice pass. Vrooman again. Here she comes in all alone, almost. Comes in, fires a shot, and that one just goes wide. And then that time on the rebound. There, that'll go in.
Armstrong looked to just get caught up on the other post there and just could not get back across the crease in time.
And the goal scorer is believed to be number 44, Cora Williams. She leads the line, and that's exactly who it'll be. It came in, it was a good breakaway there from Vortman, and what happened was that it went off the glass, and was just caught up in front, and a good shot there. And that'll be a 3-0 hole that West Virginia is going to have to climb out of. Cora Williams getting her first tally of the night. And Vrooman with technically an assist. So if you look at it, Vortman having a good night, got 2 goals and an assist.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a lot of points right there.
3 points, yeah.
Not a bad night.
No, not at all.
O'Donnell.
It's just unfortunate it's coming against the Mountaineers here
Very true.
on this evening.
Knapp threw one towards the net. It's lost in the padding of Armstrong. She wasn't quite sure where it was. She started looking around. 12:16 to go here in the second period. And remember, in between the second and third period, there is no break in female hockey.
Playing back-to-back.
Play back-to-back, basically 40 minutes put
Yeah.
together.
A
Lots
little
of
5-minute
endurance.
break in between the periods to be able to kind of regroup.
And now here's a shot from the point. That one's going to go wide. And that was DeGrazia. Now this puck rotated around. Good puck movement. Fires one in, and that one goes wide. Might have been off a body, because it did not hit the boards with a lot of force. Now it's going to be cross-ice pass. That's going to be intercepted. And here comes the Mountaineers. Set that one down the ice. And it was Quirin who had it, who brought it down here. She's still fighting after it. Klein has it now. Sends this one up top. That's going to be intercepted. Bounced around. Quirin almost had it for a second. Now they're going to come back.
Mountaineers, they're trying to make some dangerous chances here.
And that was Pieri.
Trying to
Carried
get
it out of
something
his
going. There's still plenty of time for them to come back here in this game.
And now the puck goes down
Arm is
low.
up there, waved off.
Arm was up. Will be waved off. DeGrazia sends this one long. That'll be deflected, so no icing. O'Donnell Tries to filter this one out. Comes up to Kelly. Kelly has open ice ahead of her, but she can't handle the puck. The puck just got away from her, and then there's a turnover. Liberty coming in with pace. This is Donovan. Cross ice pass towards the middle. That one goes off a couple bodies. Back behind the net now. And Armstrong was stretched pretty much post to post.
Yep. Important thing there, kept that puck out of the net there for the Mountaineers. But if we go back to that turnover there in the neutral zone, that's crucial. Because Mountaineers had possession of the puck there and was going to put some pressure on, and then they lose it like that, it goes right back to Liberty.
Oh, and here's a shot from Ruben right in front, and that's a hat trick. The HT for Vortman. And that'll bring it to 4-0 Liberty.
That's the 4th point of the night here for Vortman. 3 goals and 1 assist. But
having a fantastic night.
yeah, just it's unfortunate the Mountaineers now find themselves down 4-0.
I would like to criticize the West Virginia's defense just a little bit. She comes into the middle in between the 2 circles. Nobody was around her. She was all on her lonesome, and the faceoff was down in that end. In my opinion, that just cannot happen.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But
Defense has been, though, I mean, 4 goals, that's honestly just been one of the, that has been one defensive breakdown so far tonight by the Mountaineer defense. The rest have just been good shots.
Yes, I
good
really
shots
agree
by Liberty. This is a good Liberty team the Mountaineers are facing.
But when you really look at it, you've given up 4 goals on 35 shots. On 35 shots, you would expect to give up that many goals probably. It's just that, I wish that West Virginia could match the amount of shots or prevent that many shots from happening. It's the same storyline. It's in the same storyline almost every game.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that it's been 35 shots, but we've only played a period and a half so far.
Yeah. Which is a very concerning thing, that it seems to be a trend. Brennick went after it there. Now the puck comes down back behind the net. That was Cruz. Now scrum for it. This one's fought along to Duenas. And now Liberty going to bring this one all the way up the ice. Crossman carrying this one down. End of the corner, 9:19 to go. Goes to the other corner. Sends it up to the point now. This is Knapp. Back down low. And Knapp looked like she might have tried to go for a change. And then Hewitt was going to go for it. But it gets back out here. Here's a backhand try. That one goes wide. And then a rebound in front. And that one somehow didn't go. Now they're going to send this one back up to the point. That's Knapp who fired a shot, deflected. And that will be an easy save for Armstrong.
Yep, but I mean only 4-0, but we're still in the second period here, Richard. I mean, I definitely can see if the Mountaineers can get some shots on goal here, I definitely think they can make this game close here at the end.
And now West Virginia bounces that through the corner. They're going to hold on to the puck here. Sends this one down there. Mazer. No, that's McKenna Kelly, excuse me. Haven't done this in a while. Anyway, this puck going to get sent down to the corner. Donovan was there going after it. And now Liberty going to hold it. And they're going to send it through the neutral zone. Knapp through the middle. That was to the captain. Gracia. This puck comes in on net. That one goes wide. Now it's in the corner. West Virginia going to hold on to it. Going to try to break out of the zone here. That one gets deflected. Oh, she goes down. That's going to be a penalty. Here we go. Leo O'Donnell ended up down on the ice. And I believe that the captain... No, not the captain.
No.
I believe that's 44.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cora
That would
Williams.
be 44.
Cora Williams going to be sent to the sin bin to pay for her crime.
See what the penalty here is.
Looked to me like it was tripping initially, just from my eyeballs and seeing the play.
See what the official call here is coming from the officials, but that will bring puck now all the way down here.
Now West Virginia going to be up with the man advantage.
Yep. See if this can turn the tables here for the Mountaineers and try to start making this comeback here.
There we go. This puck going to get bounced around. Klein going to be the first one to jump on top of it. She's going to deke past one. Goes through towards the middle. Now West Virginia will deal with it. Now it goes all the way back down for Patton. Patton sends that one up to Toledo. Toledo fought for it for a second. Poke checked away from her. And now here come the Mountaineers. Sends this one down. Bounces off the corner. Goes down low. That was Woloff, who then cleared all the way down the ice. Now West
Hewitt
Virginia
tried to keep that one in there for the Mountaineers, unable to.
Mazer and McKenna Kelly were working it. Mazer down in the corner. Sends it across for Quirin. Quirin looking to the point. Gets it up to the point. Oh, and it just goes past the stick. 1 minute to go on the power play.
The Mountaineers, so there, you got it. You have to keep that puck in your own zone there. You can't let that one get by you like that.
And now this puck goes off of a couple sticks, and that's going to be icing.
That's not what the Mountaineers here need here on this power play.
Especially on the power play. You don't see that very often.
Haven't been able to get a shot registered on goal so far this power play.
I don't know if they've had a shot in the last probably 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. But let's see if they change things here in these final 47 seconds.
Yeah, that one gets hit down into the corner. West Virginia going to hold on to it. And then there's going to be a bit of a tangle up there. Two players going to go down to the ice. And this one moves out to the neutral zone. And here comes Kelly with it. Kelly in a battle. And that will be deflected and sent down. Two Mountaineers almost ran into each other. Hewitt fires one in on goal, and that one's saved. Manzowicz. Now that'll be the first shot registered.
Yep, there's that shot we were looking for.
That'll be the 6th shot for West Virginia. Leah O'Donnell down on the corner. Sends this one along. Back up high. This is Mazer. She goes down to her knees. And Kelly tried to get after it. And here's Vrotman again. Deking one. Almost got through two. We are back to even strength. That puck's going to be attempted to be cleared. And now we're going to get a whistle here. Oh, we're going to get a slash.
Slash, yeah. Appears like it's going against the Mountaineers, though, here. We'll see who the guilty party is here.
And it's going to be the captain, Riley Mazer.
Maybe.
Standing there by the box. And yeah.
Yep.
Riley Mazer, 2 minutes for slashing. And down by 4. That hurts.
That's not what you need here if you're the Mountaineers. But penalty kill was good last time. The penalty kill was good for the Mountaineers last time. So look to continue that here with the captain,
And now this
the one
puck
serving the minor here.
rattled around. West Virginia down a man. On the penalty kill for the second time tonight. Liberty 0 for 1 on the power play. Here comes one puck coming in. And Armstrong was going from left to right. Had to outstretch quite a ways. That puck got deflected up out of play.
Yeah, so far here though tonight, it just has not been West Virginia's night. Like, we don't want to sound like we're being negative about this team or anything. Like, we know they can do great things. It's just, they just are having an off night here tonight. But they still have 3 more games to go after this one, and still plenty of time here left in this one.
Oh, and there's a shot and a score. And that one right as you were talking. And that is going to be Isabel Gracia, who sends that one home, at least I believe. And no, it's going to be Cora Williams for her second tally of the night. Oh my goodness. And it looked to me just to be a shot right in front of the crease. Again, not much Armstrong can do there. And it is 5-1 Liberty University.
5-0.
5-0, excuse me.
Wish it was Wad.
And now this puck brought down low, and now Liberty going to break out again. Here comes a 3-on-2. It's Gaddy with it. Down the right side, fires a shot in on goal. That's saved, and the rebound came out to Donovan. I thought maybe she was going to fire a shot in. This shot comes in. That's turned aside. And now Liberty holds on to it. That's going to... Oh, and Armstrong tried to cover that, but it bounced away from her.
Could not, yeah. Clanked off the pad.
And now there's a scrum in front of the net. Armstrong trying to cover. She will. After the puck drop, Liberty into the corner. Going around, searching for something. That's Crossman. O'Donnell ended up on her wallet, and then that puck gets sent in and deflected away. Good save from Armstrong there. That was the 43rd shot Liberty has registered. At the point, Crossman again, skating in, has a lane, fires a shot, and that one goes in. Crossman.
Yeah, it appeared there Armstrong just kind of got screened out in front there. See the replay here, but it just looked like got screened out in front, and then just kind of couldn't see it. Yeah, bodies were just in front. Good shot there. Was able to go top shelf to put another tally on the board for Armstrong.
And West Virginia now letting the game get away from them just a bit. And now this puck gets deflected. Here comes Cora Williams with pace. Going down toward the half wall, gets around one. Trying to get her hat trick. Still holding on to it. Looking, firing a backhand try. Good save from Armstrong there, and she will cover.
It's been a very good Liberty team, though, here tonight.
Yes, they have. They played very well.
They had their speed, really good shots. But speed, good shot, good communication, good D. They have the complete package here, does Liberty.
Oh, and another shot, and that's going to be a goal. I believe it might have been Vrootman again.
Seven nothing now.
And
your score with Liberty on top.
I just saw it out of the... And it was Rootman
Yep.
again.
4th goal of the night, 5th point of the night.
Great night for her. Here comes another shot. Good save there from Armstrong. Now this one's down low, back behind the net. Liberty holding on to it, sends it up high, fires a shot, and that one gets saved by Armstrong. Now it's down inside the corner. Rootman with it again. Fortman had it, and now Liberty skating around, looking for options, fires a shot on goal, and a good save there from Armstrong. And that's another one of those times where you've got a player that's wide open taking a shot. Just concerning to me.
Yeah. I think part of it right now, though, is kind of tell this Mountaineers team starting to get a little defeated.
And Armstrong has faced 50 shots, and it's not even the third period yet. And now, Liberty still holding on the pressure. Hewitt went down after it. Wasn't able to get there.
Armstrong also the only goalie dressed for the Mountaineers here this evening, so she's going to have to wrap this one up.
No chance of seeing Brunetto tonight. And this puck goes back. Liberty sends it high. A minute to go, just about.
Minute 10, 12, what? I don't know. Something like that.
You start giving us a countdown here, Ian.
That puck's deflected, so no icing there.
And my continuous concerns about this Mountaineers team, about them giving up too many shots, still present in this game. But you have to think that at some point, they will eventually be able to fix it.
No, you know, and I think it's one of those games, it's a Thursday night. We're not used to be playing hockey here on Thursday night, a game. Always
That's true
Friday,
as well.
Saturday.
But at the
Saturday.
same time, you can say the opponent is also not used to playing
Yeah.
on these type of times. Don't want to get into making some excuses.
No, definitely not. But
Yeah.
it's the first of four. They have plenty of time to rebound this weekend.
Which I think tomorrow would be the most important game for them. Tomorrow to rebound from this. 20 seconds to go here, just about.
I'll notice all 4 games, as we may have mentioned, I'm not sure, but all 4 games will be played here on the Mountaineer Hockey Network, and we will be on the air broadcasting and bringing them all to you this weekend. But like you said, that one tomorrow is something Riley Mazer brought up. If you saw when she sat down with our Camden Blotti, that's the game she's looking forward to the most. Tomorrow. So that's the game Riley Mazer, the captain's looking forward to the most, is playing. We welcome Pitt here tomorrow evening.
That'll be a big game.
Yep, I'll
For
be
the
on the call for
Mountaineers.
that one with you.
And now that one gets sent down into the corner. Like they're long there and a score. Liberty University going to get another one here. And I believe that's a power play goal. And that was Donovan who put that one home. So that will end the power play and make this game 8-0. And on top of this terrible news that I've also just received, my high school soccer team has lost in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. Very upsetting.
Mine unfortunately lost in the high school sectional final as well. My brother's on that team as well, so.
Been a rough night for us here, Ian.
Yep. But anyways, we have another period still for you, so we'll be right back with you here in about 4 minutes to 5 minutes.
Oh, you don't see this.
Yeah. Not sure what's happening here, but they may be cutting the ice here, so we'll be back with you.
They will be cutting the ice.
That
One thing
appears to
I
be
do
it.
want to mention real quick before we put the headsets down and take our break is that in the locker room, in between these periods, very quiet. And we welcome you back into the Morgantown Ice Arena for the third period of the West Virginia women's hockey team against Liberty University. And Ian, it's been a rough one.
Yep.
You have any thoughts?
I mean, you know, they're playing hard. First and foremost, they're playing hard. They're out here playing hockey. It is not an easy game to play. Like, I certainly could not do it. But
Oh, me either.
I mean, it just really hasn't been their night. You know, Liberty's a good team. They've taken good shots. It's not that the goaltending's been bad or the defense has been bad. Nothing has really been bad.
Well, you
It's
can't
just-
say the goaltending's been bad when you have 52 shots. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's only, I know it's a lot of goals, and I say only, but think about that, though. You subtract 8 from 52. That's a lot of saves.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
you're in
everything's
the
been
upper
good,
40s.
and I mean, it's just been good shots by Liberty. It's just,
I mean, you got 44 saves.
yeah, it certainly has not been poor play here by the Mountaineers here tonight. It's just hasn't been their night, and it's been Liberty's night.
Oh, and here comes another shot in on Armstrong. Scrum in front, and the whistle will sound. Looking forward to some of the other games we have this weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a packed weekend.
Well, these women back in action here tomorrow night, like we said, here at 7:30 as they welcome Pitt into town. And then immediately following the conclusion, about half an hour after the conclusion of that game, the Division II men's team is going to be taking on Central Michigan. And then these women will be back in action again Saturday. They'll take on RIT. The men's Division II will take on Central Michigan again. And then we'll wrap up our weekend here Sunday morning.
Yeah, an odd time for that one. A Sunday morning hockey game.
11 a.m. puck drop. But so
Quite
the women will be
impressive.
back in action for that one as well against RIT. So that's the weekend we have to look forward to here, folks. And we hope you join us here for a lot of them on the Mountaineer Hockey Network. We thank you for joining us here this evening.
Yes, we do, and we thank you for sticking with us.
It's not been the greatest game by the Mountaineers by any means, but also hasn't been a poor game.
And now Liberty going to hold on to it. West Virginia trying to get it out of their own end. Bettle trying to knock it down low. Queerin off the wall. And now back out to the neutral zone. And then Liberty just honestly looking to run some time off the clock. Got 17 minutes to do so. And up to the point. This is going to be a shot coming in. That one's going to go wide. Liberty has it again. Down the corner, Mazer flicks it along. Now into the neutral zone. Mazer still carrying it. Deeks one, fires a shot. That one, an odd bounce. Thought maybe West Virginia could get their first tally of the night. And now Liberty carrying with pace. Bounces off the wall.
Yeah, that was a good shot, though, there by Mazer.
Anderson.
One of the best ones we've seen here tonight is Mazer, captain of this team, trying to spark something here late.
Not really sure there'd be enough time for a comeback.
Not necessarily,
But
but
you never know.
yeah, you never know. But if you're the Mountaineers, you also got to start thinking about maybe trying to get, if you can get some momentum here tomorrow. Get some momentum here in the final 16 minutes of this one, and then you can carry that one over into tomorrow's
And also,
night's game.
I would also say maybe get the fourth line minutes up. Get some experience for some of the younger people on this team. And the buzzer just sounded.
I think that was because they heard the whistle blow and the players were not stopping. So they kind of had to sound the buzzer to try to get the players to stop there. As the arm went up for a penalty on that one, we'll see.
Well, there's a lot of lovely people down there in the scoreboard booth that we work with on pretty much a weekly basis.
So see what the call is here.
And they're going to take somebody.
Yeah, it's going to be against Liberty.
So West Virginia going to have the man advantage here. And our director
Captain Bellotti is doing the PAing now.
Got onto the public address microphone. I bet that's the first time he's ever done that.
Yeah. I think it's been a dream of his, though. But Captain Bellotti will be back here on the mic with you for the Division II matchups here.
Oh, and they're taking the mic off of him.
But he will be back up here with us in the broadcast booth, taking the call for as D2 takes on Central Michigan this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to get another whistle here. And yes, it's a running clock now, Ian.
Clock is running now, yep. So we will continue, folks, with a running clock.
At least that's what it
to
appears.
Conclude this game.
So the power play minutes the seconds are also ticking off at the same pace.
Yeah.
And now Armstrong will cover for the whistle. So this game will be over in 14 minutes and 30 seconds, no matter what happens. 23 seconds left on the Mountaineer man advantage. Anderson has it for a second. Sends a cross ice pass. That one gets broken up and then deflected to Mazer. Mazer looking for an option, fires one towards the goal, but that one goes wide. I think it might have been a pass intended for Kelly. Now down into the corner, doing a spin move. Mazer fires an odd angle shot, and that comes up to the point. Here's O'Donnell with it. Fires one towards the goal, deflected in front, and almost covered. Will not be. And hold on, we have a whistle. Oh, they're going to take somebody here for interference.
And also, just to keep you informed with everything else, the men's Division III team will be hitting the road this week as they head to Xavier College.
And Madison Natter will be the guilty party, number 47, a senior.
The first game for them will be at 8:30 tomorrow, and then 1 p.m. on Saturday there at Xavier College. So, wish the D3 team some luck as they will hit the road this weekend.
Now here's Hewitt. Holding on to it. Skating through. Mountaineers having the man advantage for 2 more minutes. And Hewitt ended up on the floor.
Like I said earlier, it's now if you're the Mountaineers, in my personal opinion, now you could disagree, this could be totally wrong from
All right, well, let's hear your
you're
opinion,
thinking,
and then I'll decide if I agree or disagree.
But if you're the Mountaineers here, this game's almost out of reach, I'd say.
I'd say it is out of reach.
If you're the Mountaineers here, I'm starting to play and trying to get some momentum and work on some things for tomorrow's night's game.
Yeah.
Start working for tomorrow night.
I think this is where you as a coach, start switching up lines, see who fits where, and maybe you can find something that maybe you just didn't see in practice this week. 51 seconds to go now on the West Virginia man advantage. And Anderson going to skate after this one, down behind the net. Coming after it was Cruz. She will grab this one, tried to send a cross ice pass, and Brennick tried to get to it. And now Liberty skating in with pace, and that one will go in. Misak will get a tally.
Just found the back of the net there.
Odd angle shot.
Yep. Another good shot, though, by Liberty.
Top right corner, and Armstrong Looking a little.
Nothing you can do about that one, though. I mean, good shot there by Liberty.
Armstrong getting consoled by a couple teammates. Not her fault what has happened. What has transpired tonight. And the power play will end for West Virginia on that note, so that will go down as a shorthanded goal. And we have just about 11 minutes to go.
And if you are just tuned in with us, just to let you know, it is a running clock from here on out. So it will just be those 11 minutes. Good chance out front there by the Mountaineers. Just wasn't able to get it done, and that puck's going to go all the way down now to Armstrong.
And she's going to cover.
Bit too dangerous there to pass that one out, though, as you had 77 Vidal kind of right there.
And our DJ here in the stadium having some fun. A lot of songs you don't hear very often.
I think that's our accountability again.
What a character. Our director of operations here at the Morgantown Ice Arena. That puck will be sent all the way down the ice. That will be icing. 10 more minutes to go.
Yep.
I don't know, Ian. I'm trying to find things to talk about. Fill some time.
Yeah. Happy to be back on the mic, though, with you.
Yeah, I did take a little bit of a hiatus. Had a couple weekends. I had a lot of things to do.
Yep, all good.
Not enough hours in the day, I guess.
Yep, we all are living that college life.
And that one's going to be covered up by Armstrong again.
Fears. Hopefully we'll get home soon, because homework. We still got classes tomorrow. Classes and stuff to do tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, I was sick one weekend. The next weekend I went home. And the weekend after that I had some other obligations. And it's just been a while since I've been able to be here on the mic. And it feels good.
All good. Happy to be back with you.
Shot gets blocked. Liberty going to reduce, reuse, and recycle is what I like to say.
Back with you. And certainly plenty of opportunities to get back into it here this weekend. Me,
Loose
Richard.
puck in front here. That goes. Oh, that was dangerous. That was almost a goal. That was Duenas who tried to put that one in on the far post because Armstrong was down.
Yeah, that
And
next
that
shot there that fouled that one up, sorry to cut you off, but
No,
that
you're
next
fine.
one just seemed to just like maybe it might have grazed the crossbar, to be honest.
Well, with that last shot, that is a 60th shot tonight for Liberty University. That total is 60 for Liberty, 7 for West Virginia. And here comes I thought she was going to shoot that. Now going
But I
around
think,
in the
like you
corner.
said more at the beginning of the period, I don't think Liberty's really trying to add on anymore if it's not like a wide open shot. I think they're just, this point, they don't want to rub it in or anything.
Well, they're going to continue to try, obviously.
No, they're going to continue to play hard and everything like they are. It's just some of those chances they're not going to take like they would sometimes if, per se, it was a 1-0 game.
Well, they're down inside the corner, but also at the same time, this game doesn't have the urgency that games that are that close have. You have a game here that's not with deflected. I thought maybe that had a chance to go.
Yeah, that was dangerous
off the back of
deflection
the net.
there.
And it's dangerously possible that we could see a double-digit goal total here tonight. And you certainly wouldn't want that. 7:10 left in the game. Holding on to it. Here they come. This is Crossman. Looking for something, put it into the middle. Mazer poke checked away. Here's a turnover, fires a shot, and they score. And that was Bedell, who has scored and made it a double-digit goal deficit, and it is 10-0.
just been one of those games here tonight for the
Yes, it
Mountaineers.
has. And Armstrong down looking, just body language, looking defeated.
Starts
But
to feel bad for.
Every now and then you're going to get one like this. They come once in a blue moon,
Yep.
but you just got to use it to motivate yourself.
See him from here all the way up to the pros.
Yeah, absolutely. I distinctly remember the Pittsburgh Penguins have handed it to a couple teams quite badly.
Yeah.
I think it was the
And it's not that it wasn't poor play or anything.
Exactly.
It was just.
the way it happens sometimes.
Yep.
I believe it might have been the San Jose Sharks. The final score of that one was 11-2, and that's a National Hockey League game.
So it certainly happens,
Absolutely.
but plenty of chances for the Mountaineers to get back on track here
This weekend.
this weekend as big rivalry conference game coming up tomorrow against Pitt.
I like to think they're saving their energy for tomorrow. Getting ready for that game.
Could be truly possible.
And it could be a very good one, that one tomorrow night.
But you think about it, is this tonight is a non-conference game for the Mountaineers, and they have 3 conference games coming up for the rest of the weekend here.
If you were going to lose one, this is the one you would want to lose.
Now, you don't want to lose any, but
But I'm saying if you have
Yeah.
to lose,
no, I get what you're saying, yeah.
this is when this is the game you would like to lose if you know you're going to lose one.
But overall, do want to say that it's been a great effort here by the Mountaineers this evening, and just didn't go their way. Some stuff to improve on, sure, but you can say that about a win too. There's always stuff
Absolutely.
you can always improve.
Loose puck here in front. That looked dangerous, and it might still be dangerous. Here's a shot from Donovan, and that one is going to get turned aside by Armstrong. And like I said, a lot of the problems that this team faces. Oh, here goes another shot. Good save from Armstrong there. But a lot of the problems this team has is giving up too many shots, and it seems like we've seen that again tonight.
Yeah, you gotta try to get it out of your zone more, and try to build some pressure here in their offensive zone, because
And it also just seems a lot like Liberty gets the puck down in this end. They're able to skate around a lot of people and kind of, maneuver
yeah,
and things. You just got to prevent that from happening. You got to stand in people's
Which-
ways.
I gotta credit that though to Liberty's speed.
Yeah, they are a very quick team,
They are a very quick team.
especially with Vortman, very fast player. Battle with it again. Fires a shot. And that's going to be saved by Armstrong. Now it goes Duenes.
I believe actually that shot might have been blocked out in front there by Anderson.
Yeah, it might have been. And now it comes into the middle, centering pass, and that one won't go for Bettle. Now back out to the point. 3 minutes to go. And they're going to hold the puck down here. That got deflected. Ooh, that was dangerous. And get it in front again. O'Donnell chasing after it. And it seems like the rest of this game will be played mostly in the Mountaineers' end. You would like that not to be the case.
Yeah. Well,
Well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you spoke a little too soon there, Richard.
Commentator's curse.
Feels like that's been happening to me all night. Every time I try to open my mouth,
Well, it
seems
would
like
really-
Liberty's put the puck in the back of the net.
I guess it's not a curse if something good happens.
Yeah. What we do before we go off the air, though, just on behalf of the Mountaineer Hockey Network, we do want to thank you for sticking with us here this
And
evening.
getting us to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
I haven't been on the air since that happened to be able to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel.
Yeah. Forgot to mention that in this past weekend, but we do thank you for those
getting us there.
1,000 subscribers here as we hit 1,000 on
YouTube.
Mountaineer Hockey Network, and we just continue to grow.
We're going to continue to grow this internship into something that people can use to further their career.
certainly has been getting better and better since I came on last year. Trying to continue and to build it this year.
And Ian and I will be right there with you for at least the next 3.
Couple, yeah, well, hopefully it'll be 2 more for me, Richard. I really don't want to be going.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you go to grad school.
Yeah, you never know. Never know what may happen and
You should do grad school, Ian.
what the future holds.
And we're just approaching about a minute to go here in this hockey game.
Been a fun night here. Looking for another fun weekend here of hockey. Hockey this weekend is now Richard's giving me this look over here. Result isn't what we wanted, but hey, we had fun calling the game.
It's always fun putting on the headset. The first period had a blast.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Started to unravel a little bit for the Mountaineers going forward, but all in all, it's been fun. We approach the final 30 seconds here. Seconds here this evening.
And you know, I should share with some of the viewers at home, I learned something very valuable today. Do not add water to soup that doesn't have enough broth. It is a terrible idea.
Was that your dinner for whatever tonight?
Yeah, and I'm starving because it was terrible. But 3, 2, 1, and that is the hockey game. I really don't want to mention the final score, but I guess I have to sign off. Your final score tonight, Liberty University 10, West Virginia University nothing. And we thank you for joining us, and we will be back tomorrow with some more hockey action here on the Mountaineer Hockey Network one more time. I'm Richard Turkovich. He's Ian Murray. We thank you for tuning in, and thank you for hanging with us.